Okay, so I'm playing Golgari Elves today. This is going to be a bit of a different style of elf deck than you've seen me play on the channel before. Last time I was playing Mono Green Elves, which was a deck that tried to ramp into a big X spell that gets you a Craterhoof Behemoth, or to cast the Craterhoof Behemoth itself. And instead, this deck is going to be all about creating a board for yourself and then pumping it to kill your opponent. It's kind of similar, but we revolve around slightly different strategies with this deck. So where to start first? Number one, we're running the same sort of mana package with Llanowar Elves, Elvish Mystic, and Elvish Archdruid to make a bunch of mana for all the elves that we have. A new card that we have here is Tyvar Kell that gives all of our elves tap to add 1 black mana, which is a pretty good mana source, I will say. With the board that we're going to be creating, we're going to have a lot of black mana. Let me just say that. And then really the second half of this deck is just about buffing our board and making our board wide. So in terms of making our board wide, we actually have a returning card, Elvish Warmaster, that pumps out a 1/1 every time another elf enters the battlefield. There's also Dwynen's Elite. Same sort of thing, essentially. Makes a elf warrior, but that one's just on ETB. Another body is Leafcrown Visionary that both pumps our board and allows us to draw a little bit if we have extra mana lying around, which we often do. And then there is the top end pump spell in Allosaurus Shepherd that gives us both protection from counter spells and makes our stuff big. If we go really wide, this 5/5 base toughness and power is going to just overrun the crap out of our opponents. And so now the other thing is we're also into Golgari, so we're playing black mana as well, and we get 2 important cards out of that. Number one is Shaman of the Pack. This is a 3 mana 3/2 elf shaman that has an ETB ability that drains, or that it deals, each opponent loses life equal to the number of elves you control. It doesn't drain, so you don't gain the life back, but it is still good nonetheless. And with a large board, 1 or 2 of these things can kill your opponent. And then there's also another elf in Abomination of Llanowar. This is a XX Vigilance Menace creature, which is basically as big as the number of elves you control, plus the number of elves in your graveyard. So this is a really good piece of tech against board wipe style decks that are not exiling your graveyard. One of these can get absolutely huge. This also does have some game and mill decks, although by the time it gets really big, you might end up just being milled out before you get to attack with it. So that's pretty much everything. Generally, we're trying to get to a Craterhoof Behemoth in the end, so if we have enough mana to do so, then we'll just get one of these out and kill our opponent really hard. But for the most part, we actually just kill with Shaman of the Pack a lot of the times, and or Elvish Warmaster, Allosaurus Shepherd activations. Mana base is just basically split between green and black. I'm including some of the more late game cards in Lair the Hydra, Hive of the Eye Tyrant. This is our only piece of graveyard removal if that ends up being an issue, so, maybe that'll be a thing that comes up. We'll see. Otherwise, things are pretty straightforward with this deck, so let's just go on and play some games. Let's get into it. Okay, we are in round 1 on the play. We have a 2-lander, which includes our ramp package and some other things, so I'm going to absolutely keep that. Generally, all the hands that include this ramp package are really great to keep for this deck. We do draw the Abomination, which is good. Love to see that. Opponent making the alpha play of responding to our Elvish Mystic with their Fabled Passage activation. That's cool. I don't know why I'm taking offense at that. It really doesn't matter. Unfortunately, we do not have the untapped land ourselves, as we also have a Fabled Passage, so the Elvish Archdruid is going to have to come back next turn. I'm going to not show them the black mana just yet, since I do have enough green elves to play. So Elvish Archdruid is the play next turn, and then we just got to hope that the opponent is not on any sort of board wiping. This is Oracle the Alpha, so likely a Storm style deck. Interesting. We will just have to go in and offer a trade with this guy. And now we have a board, and our opponent has 20 life again. Okay, Wishclaw Talisman. Well, at this point, I might end up just getting a mana source, a black mana source. Okay, so let's do this. We're going to then activate Elvish Warmaster. With a lot of mana here, we will auto pay for this. And nice, a second War Master is absolutely huge. We do get to pay again for another piece of mana. Alright, that's huge. And then we can put the tomb in tapped and swing in. And we have one heck of a board that our opponent is going to have to deal with this turn. They currently can't board wipe. At least not with the mana that they have. They're going to get a Wishclaw Talisman. What could they want? They could be getting Teferi's Protection or trying to set up a board wipe for next turn. But if it is a board wipe... Oh, they could actually cast a board wipe this turn off of Mox Jet. So if they have it, it's going to be now. They do need to get a untapped mana source, though. And they haven't yet played one. I think they must have it. Bam, board wipe. Dang. Okay, that's fine, because we have the Abomination of Llanowar. That thing is a 2-turn clock right about now. Okay, so it has Vigilance, so it can block. Shieldred will need to chump it, probably. Let's see, do we need to Wishclaw Talisman? I don't think we need to. The hoof is good, but not really what we need. I will just go ahead and swing in. See if they chump with Shieldred. Are they going to kill it? What's happening? They're going to gain 3 life and draw a card. Sure. And I think they're just going to tank this damage. Okay, so now do I want to have Shaman of the Pack start to eat them? Yeah, I think that's a good idea. I can play one of these each turn and then get in for some damage. And the opponent is going to eventually be dead. If I get one more mana, I can just Tyvar. Okay, so now my Wishclaw Talisman is dead. See what they take. Is it going to be Liquid Metal? It is, okay. So they'll be able to start Liquid Metal locking me next turn. If I can get the Tyvar out this turn, that's actually kind of huge. Okay, so what's going to happen here? I am going to play a little game with them, I think. What I'm going to do is... I am going to move to combat. I'm going to swing Shaman at Karn and Abomination at them. If they don't block the Shaman, if they don't block the Abomination, they're just dead. Okay. Ah, darn. Okay, so they do survive. They are going to get to Karn lock me next turn. And we're going to have to play the same game again next turn. Unless they have a board wipe. Liquid Metal Coating plus Karn, sure. Okay, so there's a chance I can lose from this position. Second Crater Hoof is really not doing me any favors. This is going to be the last turn that I can cast Shaman. They do need to chump block with Shieldred this turn. Oof, Fatal Absence is not good. Then they get to block. Oh, man, I think I just lost this one. That's unfortunate. Yeah, and I can't even activate that. So here is Shaman. And opponent's going to go down to 6, but I think they just are going to have it with Shieldred. That's quite unfortunate. Tyvar probably wouldn't have done too much. He would have helped me get a bit more mana, but unfortunately I'm kind of out of it from here. They're just going to stabilize after that board wipe. I will play it out. I mean, I could just draw 2-drop to 2-drop here, but it is looking like I'm probably not going to have any lands in the next little bit. Okay. Well, unfortunately, I have nothing to do, and I will just have to... What is this going to be? Go for the gold? No, I gotta remove Karn. So I go to 2 next turn. Okay, yeah. So with that, they can hit me with Shieldred, then drain me, and I'm dead. Okay, unfortunate. Was not able to get there in game one, but we did show off a very strong start from the deck. So let's see if we can do that again next game and then just finish. Here we go. Okay, we're here in game two and we have a one lander. I'm not going to keep that, just on principle. This one's a lot more. This one is a lot better, is what I meant to say. I think I can get rid of the Allosaurus Shepherd. Since we're playing 4 of them, it doesn't really matter that I don't have it right now. So with this, I can play a Leafcrown Visionary on turn 2, and then set up for a double spell on the following turn. Looks like we have a mirror match, which is interesting. I will go ahead and do this. Let's go ahead and get a land out of here. Get a green source, and then I'm going to want to start with Leafcrown Visionary. Or actually, I'm going to make my board wide by doing War Master first. That means that next turn I get both a creature and the pump with Visionary to hopefully go over them. Sure, War Master, that's fine. Yeah, so let's just go ahead and shop in a tomb. The Visionary in. And, do I want a Land War Elves? I think I'm okay with just attacking in here. They can trade for War Master. They decide not to. And then I think I will just get the mana producer in. Next turn I'm going to Shaman and pay to draw. And we got a pretty good board here. Getting close to the War Master activation. Their board's going to start to get a little wide. Double War Master means a lot of bodies for them, and they're actually about as big as I am right now. Unfortunately for them, I do have a Tyvar. So I can untap my Llanowar Elf. That thing is huge now. And I am going to go ahead and crack off one of these guys. Yeah, that looks fine to me. I will go ahead and pay. We have another War Master. That is awesome. And we have a bigger board. So they have to trade 2 things to my War Master. You know what? I want to hold on to that. Next turn I can swing with the War Master activation. Opponent has 4 mana available. Collected Company can help them. See what they get. That is a lot of bodies. So, I mean, this is purely the mirror match, however, they're just not black. They're not playing black mana, that is. Okay, so let's just go ahead and tap this guy for a green mana, untap him with Tyvar. We can activate War Master. I think I'd rather just Arch Druid and then really get through next turn. And I want to also draw cards. So here's War Master. Whoops. Here is War Master. I will autopay. We do get the forest. So we can go in here. I cannot pay that, unfortunately. Okay, so this can go in, this can go in, this can go in, and I'm feeling happy about that. Just try to whittle down their board. And then next turn we get to activate War Master a bunch of times. For them, they just need to chump block their little guys. They go to 2, and they need to kill me now, or they're just done. I don't think they can. So they're just going to try to go wider. Okay. So they have 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 creatures to my 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So they have more things than I do on board. I'm about to have a Tyvar that can ultimate, though. And that's going to be bad for them. So let's go ahead and... trying to think. I can Elvish Archdruid for 1 activation. So, okay, this makes 3, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 mana. Does that really make 12 mana? That does. Wow. So then for only 2 more mana, I can do all this other stuff. So, 12 mana. Untap this elf. Yeah, now we're looking good. 24 mana, we get to activate, activate, activate. 3, we can do it one more time. Let's see, and then I need to make sure that I don't die next turn, so I will probably just go in. Whoops, not what I meant to do. Well, you know what? I actually do want to keep Tyvar alive, so I can make them throw away a creature with each thing that I put in, but at this point, I'm just gonna probably Tyvar Ultimate and win. Not having Trample kind of sucks here. I think I can afford actually to just sit here, which is kind of unfortunate. I will offer big trades with a couple of these creatures. And then the rest will just sit back and block. Cool. And then I will assume that they'll just chump block. Yeah, that makes sense. And then I'm really not worried about them killing me next turn, I don't think. I mean, it's definitely a thought, but yeah. Okay, pass. My things are small again, and yeah, let's see what they have in hand. Sure, they just make a huge board, and then, I mean, I basically just need to draw into another Shaman of the Pack, which I can do with a Tyvar Ultimate. We'll see if they decide to attack in. I'm basically just going to try to, oh, they let me have it? Okay, cool. Well, then I'll Tyvar, and then I just have Shaman anyway. Cool. Alright, opponent's dead anyway. Kind of a not very clean way to victory, but that was a win nonetheless. So that was round 2. Let's move on to round 3. Okay, it's round 3, and we are on a 1-lander, so I will not keep that. This is far better, and I'll probably just get rid of an Archdruid. Cool. And unfortunately, I'm going to be on the play, essentially, since Garenbrig comes in untapped. Get rid of the Archdruid, and here we go. At least the Hive comes in untapped, though we're not going to use it. Opponent is on Yorion. We'll see what it is that they're playing. Okay, so they're also on a tapped land, so I'll just drop out my stuff, and we will just go to town then. Even if I don't draw a land next turn, I do have Elvish Archdruid, which is likely what I want to be playing. Seeing them not play anything does scare me a little bit, so I'll probably just drop the Leaf Crown Visionary first. Yeah, looks like there's some sort of Drown in the Loch play coming here. Apparently it's time for my bedtime since my phone is going off. Okay. And they let that through, interestingly enough. I'm happy for that. Seek New Knowledge. So is this a control deck or a combo deck? Because it's really looking like a combo deck now. Interesting. I want to see another card for them. Are they going to just hold up mana again? Okay, so they're just holding up mana. I mean, I'm really feeling like I want to have the Abomination of Llanowar out. Also, I'd like to have Elvish Archdruid out. How about I go ahead and put the Abomination on the stack and see what they do? That I feel like is worthy of a counterspell. Totally. Okay, that's fine. They're gonna bounce the Leaf Crown Visionary? No, they Fatal Push it, okay. Well, at least Elvish Archdruid has dodged all of that stuff. We have another mana. So is this a Tyvar play or is it Elvish Archdruid and Allosaurus Shepherd? Oh, it's 100% Allosaurus Shepherd. What am I even saying? They have to burn a counterspell. Or they can't even burn a counterspell on this. Let's go. Huge, uncounterable Elvish Archdruid. Throw something at that. Let's go. Instead it's Memory Deluge, so this is probably some sort of Esper Planeswalker deck, if I had to guess. I'm really hoping that this is not a board wipe right now, because that totally just murders me. If I can just survive one turn, that's huge. So I get to... Oh, I can just hoof them. Wow. But unfortunately, that is not what I want to be doing. I can Shepherd them and hit them really hard. I can Tyvar. Yeah, I want a Tyvar so I can Crater Hoof. That can't be countered. So they have to let me have this. Okay, sure. And then I do get this out. And we'll just move in. They need to board wipe here, otherwise it's bad for them. Worth of Kaya, okay. Kill, okay. So the counterspell is the question, because I would like to cast a Crater Hoof Behemoth. That actually doesn't do much. Okay, so play this. We get a Tyvar next turn. Now I just gotta swing in. Hive of the Eye Tyrant will actually be a bit bigger than the Archdruid. Let's do that. No, it's tapped. Oh my god. Oh, what pain. Oh my god. That's so sad. Okay. Well, so be it. It's a Narset plan, huh? Okay, so they're setting up for a memory play where they're gonna try to wheel me and Narset me. So I think Hoof has to be the move. What is this? Counter unless its controller pays 2. Yeah, so in that case, I'm just gonna Tyvar. I will happily pay the undersimplified tax. Okay, so if I tap this, I make 4 mana, and I can make 8 mana again. Put 2 counters on this, and then we can swing in. Okay, so let's go ahead and move in just on Narset. I want to see if it's gonna... If it's worth it for them to, like, settle the wreckage this. Okay, Wandering Emperor, sure.
I am the Emperor of Kamigawa, and I will protect my...
Glad they got that out earlier. So I assume they're gonna exile my Elvish Mystic. Okay. That's something different, so they're just gonna chump block. I have to imagine a board wipe is coming soon. Oh, if this hits a board wipe, I'm gonna be so sad. Okay, Narset's fine. They made Narset looking for a board wipe. Okay, well, I'm losing Crater Hoof. That's kind of sad. I'm only gonna draw 1 card. Okay. Exile target tap creature, that's okay. Now, they only have 2 mana up, so I get to kill Narset and then do something else. Youch. Okay.
You're making me look bad.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so Archdruid Dwarven's Elite build that board. I think just Dwarven's Elite. Get in for a total of 6. Let's at least kill Narset. Oath of Kaya is going to be really annoying. Yorion, okay. Are they just going to Yorion this turn? Wild. Kill Elvish Archdruid. At least I'll be able to replay the next one. Oh, but no, Yorion's in the way. Okay, so this has to come out first. I will +1 on you, and I can Archdruid. Okay, that's something. Yorion almost kills Tyvar. But I hit them pretty hard afterwards, unless there's a board wipe. Don't tell me there's a board wipe. Okay. At this point, I haven't seen a Settle the Wreckage yet. I think I just have to... Oh, God. Jesus, that's so painful. Oh, they got me now. That's it. Okay, so here's a land. And all I can do is a with Mystic play. Yow. Let's see. I'll at least make my board a little bit bigger. They're gonna have to waste an attack on that. Okay, so let's get a green mana source out. And yeah, I guess I was kind of punished for playing around the counter spells. I probably should have just tried to jam against what they had in hand. Okay. I don't really feel bad for the way that I played this game, but I think if I could go back, I would play things a bit differently. Okay, so Oracle's going in to kill. And I really just have to build my board back up, starting with Elvish Archdruid next turn. I mean, it's like not over still. There's still the chance that I get a big attack going. Allosaurus Shepherd is huge. They're going to have to deal with that. So... it's kind of greedy to play Archdruid now into a counterspell. I have to do it like this. Allosaurus Shepherd is just too important. And then let's get this out. Okay, so we got a board now. Shepherd dies, that sucks. There's something else? Jin Emperor Callum, huh? Interesting card. This is like the Wandering Yidro or whatever. He's Sorrow, that's what it is. So I take 4 here, and I think the end of the game is coming up pretty soon. Leaf Crown Visionary, do I want to play that? I mean, I'm going right into the most open of hands. Here's a Visionary. Let's just try to get that out first. They give that to me, and then I go for Llanowar Elf. Cannot pay to draw a card, unfortunately. Next turn I will be able to, though. Oh boy. So we kind of just need to draw... Okay, so they're gonna Yorion. Does this go back to the companion zone? No, it just goes back for its normal cost. Soul Partition. Go to 8. Now things are starting to get a little scary. We have Yorin coming back. They're going to kill something via Oath of Kaya. Probably Leaf Crown Visionary goes.
You are a mighty warrior.
Man,
I can see.
okay. Oh, wait. Did they get also this? Wow, they get the Power 9 twice into their library. Okay. Well, here's Elvish Archdruid. Now I think I just have to play as if there's no counter spells. But of course there are counter spells. Yow. I can't really even attack through here. I have to wait to get something on board. So we got 7 mana. 7 mana and a dream. Yeah, I'm just dead in the air, right? Yeah, they have Supreme Verdict. So that was what I was playing around the entire game. Looks like I probably shouldn't have done that. I don't think they had it that early. So, oh well. Kind of got played by the way that I handled this game. But, oh well, that happens. So that was round 3 only. We have 2 more to go. Let's play them. Okay, so it is round 4 now. We have a 1-lander, so I'm not keeping it. This is a 4-lander now, with an Abomination. I don't really like this hand. I kind of want to go to 5. I think I'm going to go to 5. That's sort of greedy, but I need mana acceleration. This does have it, and I will keep it, so that's going to be putting away 1. And, man, is Allosaurus Shepherd going to be something that matters? I think I'll get rid of Dwynen's Elite because I will need the mana outlet of Allosaurus Shepherd. Okay, so that's an Overgrown Tomb. Get this out, and then next turn it is Elvish Archdruid, then it's into one of these 2 guys. Do this, do that. Am I going to play into a counterspell? Seems kind of likely, so what if I just go Allosaurus Shepherd? Haha. And then let's just do War Master now while I still have the Shepherd on the battlefield. And now I got a 4 damage board on turn 2. Okay, so that is absolutely a 3 mana Wrath. So I'm not going to play anything else this turn, and I'm just going to go in. Is that true? Do I really want to play like that? Yeah, I guess it makes sense. I have to play around it. You're going to feel to ruin me. Oh, it's different. Okay. I'll absolutely get a basic green. Cool. Okay. Well, if that's the case, then why don't I just get a Archdruid out? Start swinging. And now they're in trouble. I think I have a 1-turn clock. There's the Doomstar. Knew it was there. It is what it is. Now I just deploy out my hand. 1, 2. Oh, I only have 1 green mana. Alright, well, we'll try to... Oh my god, it's a Chalice of the Void. Are you kidding me? What the heck is that? Alright, we'll get a green mana here. And I can Tyvar now. Oh, I cannot Tyvar now. It comes in tapped. Okay. Oh hey, Allosaurus Shepherd. It can't be countered. Let's frickin' go. And then let's get this elf out too. Psych. Okay, cool. Allosaurus Shepherd. Great card. Can they wipe me again? They're gonna Ixalan Binding Allosaurus Shepherd. Yow. Okay, so let's get a Tyvar in. We can go ahead and untap this guy. Start getting in. Plus 4 damage, and our opponent is dead next turn with a Shaman activation. Okay, get a land out, and let's go ahead and get this guy out. So I can counter the spell. We'll probably take 6 this turn, okay. Get this guy going. Swing in for 6, so they are on a 1-turn clock now. I'm going to be on whatever I draw. And it's going to be real close here. Depends on what they have in hand. Okay, opponent goes to my turn. Okay, can't cast that Shepherd because of Ixalan's Binding. Okay, an opponent doesn't have anything to do. Looks like I would have won the game right there. Alright, well, we just barely stuck it out in round 4. We got one more to go. Let's get into round 5. Okay, round 5. We got the last one to go. Double Hoof in hand is not really good. I don't like that. This is a little bit better. I'll try keeping the 6. Now, how much do I value having double Shaman? I'm going to say not that much. I'd rather have the land. Lead on this guy. I think I probably shock in next turn and push a point of damage. Alright. 4 power on board on turn 2. Okay, so it's a Voice of the Blessed deck. This is going to come in tapped. We'll make everything be a trade with that thing. Alright. See how fast I can gain life. On their end step, I fetch green. Now, if it's a setup turn to play Heliod, no, it's a setup turn to play another Voice. So Shaman hits them for 5. Yeah, I'm going to swing in first and then play a Shaman on my second main phase. Okay. Get a green. Double Shaman is huge. That means they're definitely dead. Let us see if they're willing to trade their creatures away. So this is basically a trade that they should make, but they don't. And that means that they are exactly dead. We have done it. Alright. Got there with elves. Let's go. Finish them off on turn 4. Alright, so that was our Golgari Elves deck. Hope you liked it. You'll absolutely notice that it's different from the original Elf deck. And yeah, it's good that we have coverage of both these archetypes on the channel now. Anyways, hope you enjoyed the deck. If you did, drop a like and subscribe. Helps me grow the channel. Yeah, just trying to get those numbers up as of late. Thank you guys for the watching as always. I do appreciate it. And yeah, that's pretty much it from me. Look forward to more videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from me. Going to be trying to be a lot more consistent about that going forward. And I am in the midst of working on some Patreon goals and rewards for you guys if you decide to support me financially. With that being said, thank you guys for watching, and I am happy that you guys are here. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.